is what you call a flip. 10 keys from a car to brick. Bentley from his mama whip. K.O.D. he hard as shit. This is what you call a flip. 10 keys from a car to brick. Bentley from his mama whip. Good evening. Welcome to Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. This week I want to do something a little different. I'm not doing a book review. I'm gonna give you the experience that I had this past weekend at the Atlanta Kickback, which was hosted by the 556 Book Chicks. Love them dearly. Love Tiffany, Mo. Love y'all. This made my second year going to the event. I would say that I wasn't feeling well, and so that made me hold me back of getting a lot of books because I really wasn't feeling well. I probably should have ate again. I ate early that morning, but I didn't when I got there, and I stayed there for a couple hours, and I just wasn't feeling well. But that don't take away from the event itself. It was a really good event. I met some first time authors who was very nice and engaging. So I'm gonna start off by showing the books that I got. Some of them I may pronounce and some I may not. This is Am I Good Enough to Love by Brianne Dene and Dominique Thomas. I met her. Well, I didn't meet her in Dallas, but she was there at the event. Girl, have you met? And I told her that I was like, you was at Dallas, right? Because she wanted this big, huge gift basket. And she was like, yeah. So we talked for a while. I bought this book. And when my friend Mary Davis decided to show up, we went back around the tables and I did another round and I bought more books from other authors as well. The next book, No Holes. I was gonna actually get book 2 to this, but unfortunately, Stephanie, she had sold out of the second book. That's by Stephanie Nicole Norris. I can't wait to read this because I've heard a lot about this book right here. This is another one I got. See if you can see it. Olivia Renee Wallace, Mimi's Heart. She has several books, and she told me each one what they was about. And this one right here just grabbed me from the moment she started talking about it. So I was like, I want this one. And this next author was with her husband, and they was from Tuscaloosa, my team, Roll Tide, Alabama, but they from Mississippi, but they live in Tuscaloosa. I'm sorry. And this is by these two books right here. I can't wait to read this. These two books. She was very nice. Her husband was very nice too. By Kay Rasby. Bay. I hope I said your name right. If I didn't, please forgive me. Some of these names I probably won't be able to. But this one right here grabbed me from Insta. I kept looking at it. I was like, I love that cover. You know, some books do that. Let's see. Up next we have Desire by Tu Naste. Erotica. And the next book is my girl. I've been wanting this book for a minute, and I'm glad I like that I got this because she's almost sold out. Because by the time late Mary Davison shows up, she wanted this book and she was sold out. She had one copy, but she had already signed it to the person. They had to come back and get the book. So I'm talking about POV by my girl Jonna B. It's kind of thick. See it? It's over 300 pages. It's 373 pages to be exact. I can't wait to read it.
Legacy of Lies. And this next author, I love him because I love how he engaged, and he just like really is a hustler. He about his business, and I am talking about Rashad and beating the odds. This author next was telling me about the book, and I was like, I love this, the love story. And it has a lot of other stuff going on in it too. She's new to me, and I'm talking about Angela Hilson, Electric Impulse. And it's so funny because this next book, one of my sisters in the Twisted Babies reading group posted another book by this author, and I was like, it's so fun. I just met this author this past weekend, and I'm talking about no other than Deidre D.S. Green. I'll Never Tell. She had a mixture of books. She had like love stories. She had like murder mysteries, and she had one called Sick. If I didn't get this one, I would have got Sick. And this is part two to the one I just showed you by Danielle Bigsby. She was very nice. I love her. I actually got three books for $20. Some of the authors had them great deals. I mean, you could walk away $5, $7 for a book. Okay, let's speed it up. This lady was at Girl Have You Met in Dallas. I didn't get a chance to meet her. Her table was surrounded, but I did. Luckily, got to meet her this past weekend at the Atlanta Kickback. Bailey West, and she has this three-part book. This is one of the brother Ezra, um, and Blue. Peace. And last but not least, this is the first author table I went to. And I got this book because it's part of a series I have, but I don't have this one. This one was just released back in the spring, I want to say in April. And I'm talking about Unveiled by Chantel Sims. Look how thick that book is. It's over, I want to say this book is over 500. It's almost 593 pages. This is part of the oh, I don't, excuse me. This is part of the oh, excuse me. Oh, I got heartburn. The Anonymous series. And I've read Nice, but I haven't did the Anonymous, Still Anonymous, and this is Unveiled. So I look forward to reading this. And Chantel, I'm going to say this. It's going to take me a good month and a half to read this. But last but not least, I do want to say this. Authors, when you at a book event, it's good to have your mother, your husband, brother, sister, and everybody there to support you. But this is what I came across. One lady sitting down, her mother handing out cards, trying to, get you to buy the book. I'm like, well, which one? Who's the author? Oh, I am. Like that. And, she just not engaging and stuff. So I didn't even buy a book because that was a turnoff to me. If you're selling a book, please engage, talk. Some was on their phone looking down. I stood in front of their table and they never acknowledged me. So I kept it moving. I just want to say next year, author Carrie Anderson, could you please come over to the West Coast? Angela Dell, could you please come over to the West Coast? You two authors is the two I really want to meet. So please, if you can find it next year, I hope I can meet you guys. I just want to say this was a great event. Thank you, 556 Book Chicks, for a wonderful weekend. I look forward to next year. And I am going to sign off, but thanks to those who subscribe to Robert's Reading Room and Reviews, Instagram Robert's Reading Room, and my Facebook page is Robert's Reading Room and Reviews. Please share this post and please support and subscribe. Support some of these authors as well too, please. Until next time, keep an open mind and an open book. I'm out.